Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Castle Building Challenge, or at the very least my creative world. Now, over here, I've got a bunch of wall designs I've been working on. And to be honest, I don't necessarily like any of them, but here they are. And like I said, I'm not terribly fond of, any of these. A lot of these are kind of riffs on the library I built on Full Stack forever ago, and I don't know how well they work in large scale. Yeah. Like, I kind of like this, but this thing needs to be kind of tall, and I don't know how that would work with all that diorite. But it's definitely time that I stop procrastinating, because this is definitely out of my element as far as building materials go. And I've been hoping I'd come up with the perfect design, and I haven't. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to head back, into survival, and we're just going to start roughing out the shape of the start of our new keep. I've taken a look at the requirements for, the final, age, and I sketched out a blueprint in paint of how I'd like the final thing to look. But we're not going to start on that yet. It's nice to have a general idea of what's going to be going where, even if it ends up changing. So yeah, I will meet you over there. Alrighty, so it's time to finally start on our new keep. At least get the basics roughed out. Now, based on my blueprint sketch, there's sort of two outlines we can go with. Now, what I want is for this to be a very large room, because it will eventually be repurposed as an entry hall type deal, banners and fancy windows and all that. But for right now, I want it to encompass my spawn point, quote unquote, and I want it to also function as our storage area and living quarters. So, these blocks mark out possible corners. So the pink ones are one potential outline, and I really need to go clean out down there someday. The pink ones represent one outline, and the cobblestone ones mark out another. So yeah, just kind of depends on where they fall. And this doesn't have to be, set the way it is, but yeah. And then over here, my blueprint actually has this coming pretty close to the wall, which isn't a bad thing. The one downside is that regardless of which corner we use, this door is going to become a little bit awkward to use, which is okay. We still have this door around the corner, which, to be honest, I frequently use a little more often anyway, unless I'm coming down here to the farm. Which, again, I need to put in an actual proper farm at some point, but it's not going to be inside the walls anyway, so yeah. Now, the wall is going to be at least 2 thick, probably 3, because, let's face it, we want to give this a little bit of depth. We want it to look better than, this. So I think, at least as far as this goes, we're going to want to take the pink corners, because that gives us a little bit more space to work with. And same with over here, we'll keep the pink one. It is going to go over this cave entrance a little bit, but that's okay. And then on this side, we've got the pink corner here, or the cobblestone one here, and this is the one that obstructs the door a lot worse. However, it's a little truer to the blueprint, so I think we're going to go cobblestone corner there. So And we are going to have to clear out some of these trees, but that's okay. To be honest, I didn't realize how big the castle was going to be. Like, I didn't really think about it. I put the walls where the terrain kind of made sense, and the castle's probably going to fill most of the space. Yeah. Who down there? Yeah, that is a deep cave. I think as soon as we hit Iron Age, we need to cave all of these places that I've kind of just paved over. So yeah, I'm going to use granite because I have a lot of it. We're gonna now mark out the outline. We'll have to move that flower, which is okay. Going to throw you over here. This is actually gonna move the keep a couple blocks this way. And the terrain is kind of crazy. Now, I don't like terraforming. I never have. I probably never will. But at the same time, we've got a bit of a slope going on here, so things might be a little weird. Okay, and then making it dark. Does this go even with this wall? Yes, it does. So we'll just continue from there. And throw torches back. We do not want spawning. And now we need to relocate our flowers, of course. There. So yeah, this is going to be a pretty large build. Oh, psh. It's only up that high because the corner was on a torch. We'll just move it over, it's fine. Where was that even with? Of course. Okay, it's even with this line. And yeah, alright. So we're actually going to have to start deconstructing, which is weird. Let me see. Clean out our inventory. And having, like, we're going to totally redo storage when we do this. No, always carry that. Yeah. There. Good enough. Okay. Yeah, this is gonna be a little weird. Leave the furnishings, I guess. I'm gonna take a bed. It's probably the one I slept in, so I should probably try not to die. I'm gonna take it outside. I'm gonna put you right here. And I guess my first task is gonna be to start tearing down what I have. Which is, yeah, that's weird. You go there. I guess we'll start at the top and work our way down. Alright, and that's everything that built the keep, except, well, the floor. And as you can see, I pushed this back a little bit. Just judging based on the blueprints, it'll actually work better if it's back a little bit. So yeah. Now I'm not going to take this down until we've got things more enclosed. And this right here gives us kind of like a minimum height a room can be. Because we do have to be able to fit this nether portal inside. And that shouldn't be too hard. This is going to be a much larger space, as we can see here. Let's see, and the sun is setting yet again. Hey, it worked. So I think what we're going to need to do next is probably lay out a foundation. And see, it's tricky that our terrain is so hilly. I think we're going to have to dig the inside down to about the level of the entrance here. But it's a little awkward because it's on a bit of a slope there. But yeah. Or maybe we'll put it at the level of the nether portal for the sake of simplifying. Which I don't... Let me see. Yeah, so it's on this level here. So that's not terrible. It's like one lower than we were before. So we'll put that back. And I think I'm gonna probably make our foundation out of cobblestone. Just because I have a lot of it. So yeah. So if we're going to be on this level here, right? Oh, come on. I know the nether portal's in here. Yeah. So, come on. Yep. So that's where the nether portal is, embedded in the ground. And put that back. So we want to be on this level, which means our foundation is actually going to be here. And this tree's got to go. I'm going to fill that in, I think. Okay, so I flattened out the inner area. And as you can see, it's still kind of wonky along the walls, but that's on purpose. Because the inside is going to have a layer of probably wood. I mean, let's face it. I build everything in wood, so there's going to be two layers. You're going to have the outer and then the inner part of the wall. So it's okay that this looks like this, because when you're on this side, then you see how it looks. And I will probably, yeah, I gotta fill that in, but yeah. And then we're definitely gonna have to do some terraforming out front here. I don't want to, but there's no way around it. Or, I mean, I suppose we could do like a staircase. We could do a staircase. But regardless, there's going to need to be some way to get up here. Actually, a staircase could look pretty epic. If this was like, say, the main entryway, you've got to go up a flight of stairs to get into the castle. That'd be pretty cool. So I think it's time to maybe start playing with the walls. And I don't know. I'm already having trouble figuring out where things are without walls to stop me from running. Let's see. Here's some stone brick. I don't have a lot of stone brick. Got a ton of iron. Can't wait to use that. Yeah, let me see. Oh, there's some stone brick. So, the design for the full stack library, which was the only stone structure I've ever built that I actually liked, used sort of a vertical pattern to it. I'm like, that's okay. I feel like we could definitely do something with this. And I want this room to be at least as tall as this. Probably not much taller, because, again, there's going to be multiple stories to this place. But yeah, might be worth it to see how the room looks this tall in this pattern, assuming I have the materials for it. It's a box. Big, ugly, gray box. This is why I don't build with stone very often. Definitely going to need to do something to it. Like, I know outer details are going to help, and the inside is not going to be stone. But, man, you know? It's a lot bigger room, though, which is kind of nice. This is going to make a nice temporary storage facility. We're going to need to take that down now. And since this place is going to be 2 stories, it might be worth it to put in the 2nd floor. Yeah, I think I need to leave that roof in place until I actually have a roof on this building, because otherwise it is not technically rain-proof. Although I've been sleeping, so it doesn't rain anyway. But, you know, challenge rules and all that. So let's see what we can do with this. Okay. It's an even taller big grape box with the circus stripe around the middle. So I added the colored blocks up there just to see if maybe it would be helpful to have a little bit of extra color. I don't know how I feel about it. It's definitely going to depend on any outer decorations I end up doing. Like, there's definitely going to be a 3rd outer layer to this. There's going to be like log details at the very least, kind of like we had with the original keep. And this is actually the level that the 2nd floor is going to be at. So it's not like we're going to see this, even if it was only a 1 thick wall. But yeah. And then, let me see. We're going to need to figure out what the walls are going to look like. Put in a floor. Probably going to keep this same color. Just, I like dark oak for floors. Although I might have used spruce for the floors on the previous one, which also looks good. Probably a good idea to go ahead and mark out where the 2nd floor is going to be. Now the thing is, it's not going to be all the way across. It's actually going to be like half the room, and you'll be able to look down over onto it. So why don't we take the spruce? And where's the halfway point? Did I make this symmetrical or no? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can't see what I'm doing, but I've got my fingers touching my laptop screen. Alright, so it's not exactly... It's an even number, which is totally fine. Oops. There. And I think it's getting dark again. There's a downside to this. I can no longer see the sun when I'm in here. Come on, let me see. Come on. There we go. Alright. Now, each of these floors is about 6 blocks tall. It's a little weird when you get to like these sides, but I think it still works out to 6 blocks. Okay. And I think we will build across so we can see what we are working with here. Almost tempting to push it back a little bit, actually. Yeah, let's see. Well, let's get back up there. We've got plenty of blocks to work with right now. Maybe try like about 3/4 of the room. So that would be, well, how many are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's 20. 3/4 of that would be what? Well, 6, give or take. So we could probably do like 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Of course. All right, I'm gonna play with numbers. You don't have to watch me kill myself. Okay, so I settled at about, I think it was 8 blocks out. It's just over 1/3 of the room. And I don't know if I'm going to keep this block or if I'm going to use something else, but it works for now. So let's use these ladders and grab our beds. Not that one. That one's got to stay there. And probably the banners. Oh, and maybe some fences. We've got a lot of fences. Or at least some fences. I know we had fences. Right, nope, we don't have to do it that way anymore. I have ladders. So, of course, we will have a staircase, but it is definitely getting late. So I think we are going... Oh wow, I had enough of the one type. Cool. Then we're going to do our beds. Is there a center to this room? Close enough. Alright, and then for the sake of safety, and we should probably do the top of the walls too. Obviously, we will be putting a roof on this, but for right now, we're just going to light this up. It's getting dark, which is good. It means we can sleep and set our spawn again. Alright. And let's see. Where's the ladder? Haha. No damage that time, suckers. Alright. So yeah, with that, I think I'm going to call this episode. The new keep is definitely not done yet, but we have a start, and that's really all we needed. We needed to start, and right now it looks so ugly, I don't think I can help but try to improve upon this. So I will catch you guys in the next episode, and maybe we'll try to make this look a little better. Yeah.